How's everything going? Day 16, more than halfway there. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you for those that are following along quite regularly. Congratulations. I congratulate you, and I congratulate you that are showing up and making that step, that decision to add or try something new or solidify something more greatly in your life, like meditation. Like I said, there's a tremendous amount of studies to the benefits of meditation, but we're here to learn and spend time and be. So let's take our breath to our seat, wherever you're sitting, wherever you might be laying. Whatever is working for you in this moment in time is perfectly fine. You are the boss, and I hope that you can step into the strength of you and what works for you for now. And keep on building and keep on building. We keep on scrubbing, we keep on scrubbing. And what we're inviting in is light. And light is really healing and really fun. And it attracts, like attracts like. So let's invite the light so that life becomes even better, brighter, shinier, more attractive. Breathe to your seat. Oh, I just had something fly in my eye again. It's the second time. Allow your breath to come right down. Allow your shoulders to fall 3 inches. And you might notice when that happens, because your body, I just did that little it was like a letting go. You might shift a little. You might have this feeling of coming right into your seat. Notice those little shifts. Those are little markers, little messengers to know that even if you were standing in the lineup at the grocery store or standing in the lineup just to get in the grocery store, then you can bring yourself into that moment where you're standing and just allow yourself to drop into where you're standing and notice those little things that go off when you experience settling. And then it allows you to really notice when you're not settled, when you've got that little thing that goes, ooh, I just better zip it because I'm not really sure what's going to come out of my mouth. Now that's a reality, right? But there's something that comes before that. There's something that comes before that. And if we can catch it, those subtleties, it's the subtleties that have that magic where we go, that's not the truth. I'm not feeling that. Why is the body accessing sort of this hyperness, this hypersensitivity? Because we don't know all the thoughts that are going on in our mind. And this is a great place. Meditation is a great place to let the body know that we are involved in this process. We are involved in this process when we care and we love and with gratitude and sending that love and that light into the body as we align with the earth, pulling in the safety and the security of the frequencies. I hope you agree we're an energy body. What we're doing here is we're working with energy. And as you know, frequencies and waves and energy, they're limitless. They're limitless. Our cell phones and our computers, this live is bouncing off into the our solar system somewhere to a satellite. And then it's bouncing down somewhere else with ease, with ease. So let's pay attention to that with our bodies. I'm not sure what's going on with my eye, but we'll work with it because we're going to close it. I'm going to close it soon. Awesome. Okay, so this morning, we're going to do 3 things. We're going to step into grounding, centering, and aligning. We're going to do our meditation. And at the end, I'm going to pull a card. And I love the cards. I hope you do too, because I find that I wasn't a really good journaler. But when I started to introduce the cards, it would give me these little aha moments, these moments when I could relate to a portion of that card or that message. And I believe that books, cards can hold consciousness. Like if you're writing a book and you're in the highest state of consciousness, that comes through in the writings. It's no different than holy or sacred text, Sanskrit texts, or sacred writings, or books of that way. You and I, if we're in that high state of consciousness and we author something out, I believe that it carries that frequency. A lot of times it's called a transmission, that we can absorb in. And some might be a reason why we go back to certain books or back to certain texts, or why we like and subscribe, because we're drawn to the energy of that content. So speaking of which, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Deborah O'Neill. I'm CEO and founder of blissbe.me, integrative holistic health. I'm here to share because I care. That is blissbe.me. It's found on all social media, and my website, which is under construction still, but it has a sign up if you want to be a part of the blogs and part of the notifications. But most importantly, we have a membership, a monthly membership, where we do this deep dive. We do the work. We get into what's going on in here. We have thought-provoking worksheets and lots of great tools to bring us into the present moment and allow us to live our best life. And when we create that higher frequency, we attract that higher frequency. Like attracts like. So I think it's like the path, or the good way to a good opportunity to work with our energy centers progressively, looking at where we self-sabotage, and look at how we can heal that, and work with our own innate healing ability. So come into your seat again, bring the breath down. We're going to go right into the grounding, centering, and aligning. I had a wonderful retreat at the Circuitry of Love. I had a lot of aha moments. I actually did some healing work with my left shoulder. It's a bit tender today, which is interesting, which is a good sign. I think that means we've got some blood flow into some frozen areas of my shoulder. And it was incredible, because like I haven't been able to really do a full moon with my shoulder, and I can still sort of feel it, but there was no way with this left shoulder that I've been working with it for quite some time. So I'm happy to feel some relief. All right, so we're going to bring in our etheric feet, get grounded into Mother Earth here, and ask for permission, give permission. I think it's very important to offer consent when we're working with any type of energy. And I also think that it's important to, or frequency, it's important to put in a boundary for only those that love you and I unconditionally. And I think it's a wise move to always have a boundary. It allows us to come into a more safer, more comfortable part of the work that we're doing. Whether it's the work that we're doing with our family, or whether it's the work that we're doing with other forms of energy and frequency. Because if you're in a grumpy, cranky mood, that's the energy you're going to attract. Or if your field is weak, I think that truly makes you vulnerable to many different things, because the field affects your immunity. So I believe that this work is very good for your immunity and for your whole being wellness, physically, emotionally, mentally, relationally, spiritually. That's a big bowl of soup. That's what you call goodness. So let's get started. Take a nice deep breath in. Take a deep breath out with an open mouth sigh. So your nervous system can be like this. It might not really feel clenched. It could feel clenched. It could just feel normal. And then when you take that sigh with sound, there's still some resonance that can just let go. And that's what we're looking for with that open sigh, allowing everything just to let go, reminding the body that it's sitting, that all tension has the permission to leave, to let go. Now bring in your sensories. Can you be in your vision, it can be in your smell, it can be in your taste. You might be able to hear it, you might be able to just know it, you might be able to actually feel it. As we take that energetic line, that etheric line, or tree roots, whatever works for you, to get down to the central core of the earth, from the bottom of the feet or from your sit bones where you're sitting, just allow that to drop into the earth as we pierce through the earth's crust. We go into the rock and the slate and the sand. This is to allow us to come to our sensories. We want to be able to see if we can feel if it's cool or warm, or if we want to. Sometimes I get that dry mineral taste in my mouth. Some people can really see it. It's like you can look around almost and see the rock and the inside of the earth. It's some of the coolest stuff that I've heard of different experiences. Come down that straight line right through to the central core of the earth. Now we're going to go into the next layer, the molten, the warmth, the liquid. Allow yourself to just swim through that down to the central core of the earth. See if you can feel the warmth. Is it easier to get through as you come upon the central core of the earth, this bright, shiny, powerful, crystalline core, central core of the earth. Allow your etheric feet or your tree roots to wrap around the central core of the earth. Feel its energy. Oh my gosh, it's like 7 to 25 hertz. We're going to draw that up. Permission to receive. As we breathe in, we're going to almost suck it up like a straw. And suck that up, 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 up. So it comes right into the 2 feet and the bottom of your feet. And allow it to fully fill your feet and your ankles. And your next breath, inhalation, you might want to draw it up further into your ankles and your calves. Bathe it over your knees and your thighs and up into your pelvic area and your hips. Visualize that red frequency energy. Allow it to touch every cell and every space in between each cell. Invite in that safety and security as we have the breath come down and meet that energy down in your lower abdomen, and breathe it up into the full abdomen, torso region, into your heart and your lungs. Over your shoulders and down your arms, to your hands, to your fingers. See if you feel any tingling. Check in with your body as you breathe in again to the lower abdomen, and allowing this energy to come up into your neck, your full face, over the top of your head, your cranium. You can even let it come out the top. That red frequency energy come out the top and allow it to cascade like a waterfall down the outside of your body, touching and clearing your first layer of your energy field and touching the second layer of your energy field, your energy signature, so to speak, that expands outwards 10, 12, 14 layers of energy. Certainly have pictures of Krillian pictures of the field, our energy fields, upwards around 8 layers. Now come into that place where we're going to just teeter-totter back and forth. We're going to come into that beauty. Now that we've got that safety and the security of that earth energy filling the body, just allow yourself to teeter-totter back and forth and find the still point and create that central line that you've created from the central core of the earth. It's going to come up through the perineum, the middle of your buttocks, up through the central channel, often called the Sushumna, up through the central channel of the spine. We're going to get ready to align it to come out and go up into the universe, the cosmos, creating this magnificent line. So we're going to create a fine line to divine, God, creator, source, energy, divine consciousness, higher self, archangels, angels, guides, spirits, the place of many names, all those that love you unconditionally, whatever works for you here, now, today. So it's almost like we're putting up our antenna. It's like connecting, an intention to connect through with this superhighway, this fine line to divine, through the solar system, through the Milky Way, into the cosmos. Let's take a moment to connect with that. And allow permission to receive, often seen as a gold and white light energy. as it streams down this superhighway and it opens into the seventh sahasrara, seventh chakra, the crown chakra. Allow it to come into your head, your full head. See if you can see that light, this gold and white light, as it cascades down and fills every space and every cell. Bring it down the face, down into the neck, the gateway between the mind and the body. It's also the gateway to recognize the egoic thy will versus my will as we breathe in this beautiful creator source divine energy. Allow it to bathe and heal your shoulders as it cascades down your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, wrists, hands, fingertips. So that everything we touch today, we touch with love. And come back and breathe it down into your heart area, your lungs. Take a nice expansive breath there. And you might want to open the mouth with a sigh. And allow it as we assist it to travel down and fill the full torso region, the front body, the back body, the side body, the whole body. Really ensure that you've bathed the back body. A lot can be held in our back. It's often related to lineage stuff. There's a lot of trauma that can be held back there. Allow permission to heal that while we're here, permission to release the tension, permission to allow the cells, every one of these beautiful cells in your body, to emit this beautiful golden white light and sparkle. Bathe it into your hips, this beautiful energy into your thighs, your knees, your calves, all the way down your lower extremities into your ankles and your full feet, so that you can walk in this divine light. Just allow these energies to be with you at this time. This is a great place. If your time is limited, this is a great place that you can draw a card or you can journal. Journal can also be a form of meditation. But if you to really connect it, this is a great place to carry it into meditation like we're going to do today. I'm going to work with my mala. It's just simply some seeds. Or I have another one that I periodically work with, just some crystals from the ashram. So it's very, very special. I like to sometimes wear it around while I'm using this one to count. I find this one easier to count because the beads are rough and they're dry, or the seeds, and it's easier to move along. Once again, you hold your mala in your right hand if you're choosing to experience a mala. It's a great timer. It's a great to know how many repetitions of your mantra that you can do. In some of the Vedic philosophies, you have, you're given by your guru how many repetitions of your meditation you should be doing. And that's why people travel to North India, where I was, in Badrinath, because when you are in holy places like that, and you do your work with your mala, it's said that it is like 1,000,000 times your repetitions. One repetition is equal to 1,000 repetitions. So you really want to make sure you get your repetitions in there. But for now, we're going to utilize it as a way to know that how many rounds that we've done. And I always like to do at minimum of 5 rounds. So welcome to my personal practice. One of the mantras that is really wonderful is so hum. You can just breathe in on the so and exhale on the hum. And even if you didn't use the mantra, the idea is that when you breathe in and you breathe out, you can hear on the inhale that so. And you can hear on the exhale that hum. So if you want to explore that without the mantra and just hearing that so and that hum, I often thought it sounded like the ocean. Now the sound is not externalized, it's an internalized sound. So it's a nice way to create that one focus point where you can disengage from the thoughts and simply focus and intensely listen, or not intensely listen. You can just observe, take the concept of it out of it and just simply observe. And so let's begin. I've got my Lemurian seed with me. I'm going to place in my lap. Let me go back to my Auralite. Actually, I'm going to put my Moldavite. I was using this throughout the weekend. I'm going to carry it through to today. Matches my dress for no other reason. No, you can't even see it against my wool dress. And I'm going to try holding my Auralite in my hand. There's a mudra that I use. It's I take my index finger into the crux of my thumb, my ring finger, my middle finger, and I think I'll just hold that as the conductor. And the pinky is free. And I place it against my abdomen so that my body knows that's where I want the breath to go, so that it is, so it is, and so it is, and so be it. Let's get started. Inhaling on the so, exhaling on the hum. One smooth, complete breath, even on each side. No pause, no jerks, no noise, and no judgment. You can also sit internally behind your third eye. In the sort of, you can sit on that little pine cone on the pineal gland or pituitary gland back in there. Or you can come in and sit in your heart. Or you can simply sit. Smooth breath. Feeling the coolness of your breath in your nostrils. And the warmth of your breath on your exhalation. Breathing down to your lower abdomen, you can breathe in a little longer, deeper. And exhale a little longer. That's one. Thank you, Guru, thank you. If a thought, when a thought comes into your mind, simply put it in the cloud. Store it in the cloud. Or put it in a bubble and send it up into the ethers. If you're being bombarded by thoughts, start to put them on the train. The goal is not to engage, but simply be. Just keep loading them on the train as they come by. That's 2. One complete, smooth breath. Like if you were pouring oil, smooth stream. That's 3. Thank you, Guru, thank you. You might want to check your posture, whether you're leaning forward or leaning back or side to side. Recenter your posture, come back to your deep breath. Connect with your mantra, Soham. If you're feeling any tension in your body, breathe to that tension and give it permission to release. That's 4. If you've chosen to sit behind your third eye, or you've chosen to sit in your heart, you might want to try something different. If you're in your heart, you can go up to your third eye. If you're in your third eye, you can go down to your heart. Or simply be. Curl your lips up a little bit. If you're sitting in your third eye area, that's very important because it takes some of the strain away. If you're feeling strain, then please do come down to your heart. That's 5. And for the last round, I really like to go into Bliss Be Me as my mantra. Gives me a little pep in my step, helps me to see colors. For some reason, when I do this, I see like a kaleidoscope of colors. I liken it to like the frequency of bliss. Curl your lips up, or just stick with the mantra that you're doing. It's also 3 syllables, so it's a little bit different when you bliss be me, 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 bliss be me. And just allow that to be a state of flow. It just flows on that wave. It strengthens the field of bliss, the field in which we do the work, Bliss BB. That concludes our meditation. You're welcome to stay in meditation. I'm going to gently come out by rubbing my palms together, creating some friction. It's called palming. And then take this beautiful energy and this beautiful warmth and cup your eyes. Just cup your eyes. And allow your eyes to open into your palms and bathe in the energy that you've created between your 2 palms and the warmth. Welcome back. How was that for you today? Send me a message. Leave me a comment in YouTube. Send me a message through Instagram. The messages that are left on the live feed don't transfer over, unfortunately. So at the end, I take a little moment to look at them. Oh, these cards are called The Path of the Soul. They're Intuitive Fractal Art by Cheryl Lee Harnish. And they have beautiful fractal images. There we go. There's our card. Oh, it's just magnificent. Look at this. What do you see in this card? So important to really take a look at it. That's card number 27 as just something to jump off and journal about. It's jumping off point from the message in the card. And it's also a great way to create awareness in your day and see what shows up with this. So the fractal art that they're referring to is that's this one here, is called doves. And the doves represent the cycling from the old to the new. It is important to remember that you are not alone during these times in your spiritual journey. The doves are here to remind you to allow peace and love to nurture you through this time of change. You will receive the energy and strength to do what needs to be done. You are fully supported. Know that it is okay to ask for support you need. Ask for the support you need. This cycle will end soon, and you will experience the full bounty and beauty of this wonderful growth. That's what I think the intention of the monthly membership for blissbee.me is, to allow that false sense of self to wash away, and with doing the work, of course. First we need to become aware of it, and then to name it, and then make a choice for action. The meditation is what allows us to come into the divine inspiration. It allows us to create that space and that stillness for that opportunity to hear the messages, to create that greater sense. We do become a bit more sensitive when we come into meditation, but that's a good thing because it heightens our awareness. And awareness, our present moment awareness, can be found just by turning on our sensory organs. So as we use those you use your sensory organs each day, you might become more aware of nature and say, wow, that green is really green, or that blue is really blue, or wow, that's a bit much for me. I don't know why that is a bit much for me today, but I can't take that. I'm going to turn that TV off. I'm going to turn that news or that radio off, and maybe not engage in so frequently, because it becomes more sensitive. And that's a great awareness, because once you become aware of it in any state, in any moment, it becomes, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? So thanks for being here. And I'm going to take the doves into my journal today and take a look at what I was able to release this weekend in retreat. And when you release something, be sure to bring in that loving, unconditional love breath to fill that area. Because when we do remove blockages, when we do release toxicity within our bodies, we want to breathe in that unconditional love, because when we create that spot, it gets filled, and we want to ensure that we fill it with love. So go out there, be that love. Take the doves with you, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. I love you. Make it a great day. And please tag somebody. If you know somebody that would like this, tag them, send it to them, save it, and subscribe for notifications. Blessings.